currently 10 past 11, and obviously still doing the whole isolation thing. Yeah. Also, the colleges are closed as of, fun fact, so I'm not really missing much. They close after lunch because, well, sure it looks like crap just now, but we might be getting some sort of a storm coming. But yeah, so I have like college work to do, like quite a bit actually, but see, I've kind of worked more on the assessments for one of my teachers, Max, easy done. The peer assessment, easy done. The art, because all the stuff is destroyed, or near enough that, I have an alibi because I said to the teacher, hey last week, hey listen, I'm gonna need a new copy, and I was completely ignored, so no problem, sir. That's only the weather. Look at that weather. Alright, so make this on camera, because that actually used to be something I did at one point. Not that that's really a reason to watch me. Oh, that's come worse. So today, 3 things I'm probably going to do. One of which will be watch movies and do nothing. Other thing will probably, this will contradict the other thing, because I'm going to end up doing that peer evaluation again. I started on it. Other thing is, also, seems to be probably not do very much. Well, I'd say that, but I'll probably end up doing things. Got a couple of videos I'm going to film today for the extra channel. Still not figured out what to do other than an episode you asked it for next Tuesday. Almost never upload. See, trying to find a set here that I haven't reviewed, or at least in the most recent memory, haven't reviewed, you know. One, I'm trying to think of a set that has a low quality review that needs redoing. And there's like a couple candidates for this that I kind of scrolled through my channel and realised last night. So first up is Darth Vader's transformation from 2017. Would be a fun one to do. Next up on that list is, where is it? So on the 2017 sets, because I reviewed those when they came out, the Desert Skiff from that year, and where is it? Yeah, Yoda Starfighter are 3 that I could think of. And then probably the 2008 Battle Pass, because anything from, no wait, I reviewed those in 2019, so they technically count. Never mind. Wow, so I've got myself one, got the camera there. Yeah. Warm up. Tell you one thing, like, the rain that's kind of heavy. I mean, I don't know if it's picking up. You know how crappy the weather actually is. Oh, look at the driveway. Look at the damn driveway. Yeah, I'm happy I'm not going out in that today. So, I actually just got my COVID results. I need to send them to work. I'm negative, but on the little thing it tells you the guidance lines, I'm still isolating, so I'm actually going to find out how much of a dock in the pay this is going to be. So, I'm going to forward this to my manager. Let's see what time are we on. It's 24 minutes past 11, so safe to say I'll see you around half 12, 1 o'clock. So because I'm dumb, I've not uploaded yesterday's vlog, even though it's 100% merged. It's been that way since well before I woke up. So I've spent, it's 11 minutes past 1. I've had a really stressful few hours. Very good turn this lamp off. Put good things down, maybe. Very stressful. Basically, been on texting my work back and forth, trying to fix this. Basically, they've tried to justify in many, many goddamn ways why they don't have to pay me. Now, I know B&M have been quite scummy. I know their practices aren't always the best, but I feel like it crosses a line at this point. I feel as if they're pushing it. Oh yeah, my dad had to move his car out of the driveway because look at that, completely flooded. So yeah, I take my stepmom help me, and I'm like, basically they try, because here's the best way to explain it properly, right? Basically, I'm having to isolate because my stepmom has COVID, but I need to isolate because I've not got all my jags. Now, when B&M phoned me up last night just to check where the hell I was, because there's no communication between staff, apparently. Just gonna drink this, sorry. Pizza. Basically, they're like, oh yeah, right. And then this morning, just like, oh yeah, send your test results. So I tested, negative for COVID. So then I'm like, alright, by the way, we can't pay you, basically. And I was like, the fuck? Right? And then they're saying, oh, we thought you were not vaccinated. So then they've had to go check the coronavirus and isolation rules. Now, so I'm not pulling you. I'm gonna cut this. So basically, like, they're now saying, alright, I'm waiting on her response from fucking Diana of all people to basically let me know, hey, am I getting paid? Because they wrote down that, oh yeah, hey, Stephen's not vaccinated at all, which is not true. I'm only missing the third vaccination. I've got my Jags 1 and 2, or 1 and 2, however you want to do it, 1, 2, 1, 2, whatever, stupidity, must be serious from one, and it's like, oh right, the only thing I've not had is a booster. You're making it clear I've not had the booster, so I can't go in. That's how the COVID isolation rules are working. Basically, someone in your household tests positive and you've not had all the jags, you can't go out. If I was to go and B&M and knowingly, give people the virus, I could get prosecuted. And so basically, I'm waiting on a response to what's happening with money-wise, so yeah, I've been waiting a while on this, so anyway guys, I'm going to have my lunch, I'm going to watch this Just Too Good video. One thing I'm considering doing is going and buying a cheap Lego set off the internet, just, screw it, I'm going to be isolating for the next 8 days, I can't go anywhere, so if I test positive during, again, that's an extra 10 days I need to add on to it, so, my dad's going somewhere, might just buy, I don't want to break my challenge, I really don't, because I'm good at this, but it's like, I might buy something extremely cheap, like, we're talking like £15 or less, because it's like, but I don't want to buy anything until, see if I'm informed that I'm getting some form of pay for these days, and I don't think they'll pay me for the other yesterday. See, no wait, I wasn't meant to be in on Tuesday, and today's Wednesday, so Tuesday is the only day, like, see if they cut me off for Tuesday, it's only £26 odd, right? I can kinda live on that result, so it wouldn't piss me off too badly, but, as long as we're able to come to an agreement, like, even if you put me on like £1 or two less and say it's sick pay, that's still cash, so if I get confirmed that I'm getting paid, I'll break my challenge, buy myself a Lego set or something to build during the lockdown, something small, very kinda cool. I tell you one thing, I've been watching a lot of Just Too Good videos lately, and he's talking about, the Lego Cars theme, the 2011 till 2012 theme, and then also they brought it back, but in Junior's form. We don't talk about that bullshit. So I might go buy and start that collection, actually fancy, so one of the small kind of build up cars. I technically have one, but it's one, I'll show you. I have this. So like, if you go back all the way to like 2011, I actually had a few car sets. Keep in mind, like, I lost all my original collection I had at my mum's house, but it's like all the stuff I had at my dad's I kind of had, but it was all broken up during a move, and I honestly never fixed any of it, because I wasn't in contact with my dad when he moved, so yeah, it's a bit dusty. But this, like, you can tell it's some official set, and then the rest of it is kind of built out of parts. I could never find the rest of the parts, it's just like cars semi-thing, like, technically a set, it's just incomplete, man. Could appear in this, okay. Just this damn show says. Ugh, anyway, still not having a work from B&M, so I'll see you guys when I do eventually hear some sort of a word. My dad just moving his car, or is he actually going? Nope, he's just gone. Right, I'm gonna eat that. I'm probably gonna go. I'll update you guys once I hear from B&M themselves. So, I still need to watch yesterday's vlog. I'm so fucking stupid, I keep forgetting. Yeah, so it's 8 minutes past 2. I messaged my boss last time I messaged them was to let them know about asking what the deal was with pay, because like we've come to the agreement, hey listen, you have to isolate, move that up there, it's meant to go, you don't have too much of an option in there. But then it's like, okay, so that's when what happens pay wise comes my main issue. Looked at the message and said the word I messaged them at 12:51, right? That was well over an hour ago. So that's on nearly 1 hour and 20 minutes ago, and I'm annoyed that I looked at the message and not responded. Whereas college, I got the cheekiest fucking message from the hell. Go, oh, well, Stephen, FYI, if you're fully vaccinated, then you have to come, and you're wasting everyone's time. Fuck off, always. And here I thought college would be the one to be like, ah, simple, yeah. You're eventually just gonna fix the photo, talking to deal with all this stuff. Step usually I'm going out. Still waiting on another second. Bit of paper. But yeah. That's my current situation that I'm waiting in. If I just text about for the club again soon. I was running updates, you know, when the whole thing with work, because I don't know. I might watch that because I've always thought about buying like old adventures. I'm annoyed right now that, listen, on a world of COVID, there should be just the point where it's like, oh yeah, you've got COVID, that's fine. Because I know people who have had to go off work to isolate, and their work has asked them no proof, and they've also, they've not jolted them around as fucking much, and they get paid, so you can kind of see where my anger is with this. But yeah, I'm just waiting. So, we'll see what happens with all of this. Hopefully something good comes out of it. Day one thing, the weather looks like it's clearing up, although apparently it's later in the day, we're meant to get the whole storm thing, so right. Okay, the college just sent me an email, I just read it there. They're all good with the situation, okay? Change your plan, I'm not going to be pissed off at college now. I'm going to remain pissed off with B&M, which I'm going to make a joke here that like 0.01% of the audience will get. B and M stands for Bernie Madoff. To anyone who gets that joke, well done. If you know who the fuck Bernie Madoff is and what he did. He come up with the world's best pyramid scheme, stole billions. Yeah, he conned people at billions, because I'm going to be conned out of my money by B&M, so it's no on the same scale. Well, I thought it would still be funny. So say B&M, I might make that the title. If I can remember to make that this vlog's title, I will call it B&M stands for Bernie Madoff. But yeah, honestly, I'm just bored. I've came out from doing my dishes and stuff. I'm just trying to keep myself entertained, to be honest with you. I've just been watching random Lego videos on the internet, surfing through eBay, because I don't want to break my Lego buying challenge, but see if a really cool set instantly becomes available, I'll get my budget at £10, because I think I want to buy one of those little car sets, because a lot of the car sets were super cheap and produced in the millions probably, so they are stupidly easy to get for cheap, even used, it's not like where, see, I don't usually buy retired sets, retired, make fun of me. I usually don't buy retired sets sealed, but usually when they do, certain things where it's happened by accident, right? So, for instance, most of the here's all the old Lego Star Wars sets I actually bought brand new in the box. So, I got this brand new in the box back in 2017, and not the 2011 set. I really only did it because, I could have paid 40 sorry, I could have paid 35 for an opened one, or I could have paid I paid 45 for this sealed yet. For some weird reason, all of them were popping up as 35 opens. I thought I'd throw the extra £10 and get it sealed. But given the set has rubber components and stuff, it was well worth getting sealed. The next one was this little set here. Right, by the way, these are all separate pieces. This and this are the same, and that came with that, and this came with that. It's weird. This whole section here of the half wall, I got sealed. That was intentional. I got that back in 2019 sealed. It's a 2009 10th anniversary set. I bought it sealed because there was that slight chance there would be a chrome Darth Vader in the box. There was not. See, this I won in an auction, I believe, right? So back in March last year when I bought this, the average, put it back down probably, the average price of the Droid Escape, it can't come with a little speeder as well, new seemed to be £30, brand new in the box, right? And everything below that would be opened. I only paid 25 for one sealed £5 under what they were going for, so I took that as a deal. Then there's the Jabba's Palace, which I also bought brand new. See, that was a steal, basically £205 one, and I got it right before the big price hike. And I bought it sealed because, I had the opportunity, whereas I should have paid more. Like, I should have paid probably about another 50 or 70 more for a sealed one when I bought it, and now you're talking like well on like the £500-600 for a sealed one because of that whole hike with the Book of Boba Fett. So I kind of took advantage of the opportunity. The planet set, actually was an extra £3 to get a new one, so it was one of those things like, yeah, I'll just go for it used. I'm just looking up here to figure out what other sets did I actually buy that were retired but that I bought new, because all of these were bought, all the any set from 2015 onwards that's in this collection was bought brand new. No, these are the only sets that I bought that would have been, yeah, those are the only retired sets I bought that were new, and the reasons why. Weird thing to cover on this vlog. Anyway, I'm still waiting on my update from B&M, so next part of the vlog will be once I hear back from B&M. Okay, so I'm gonna go upload yesterday's vlog in a minute, because when I hit record there we could only have 28 minutes, see, here's the thing, see when you have all the individual clips from a vlog and you merge it, if you delete the individual clips you get all your space back. I've been watching this, right, I don't buy Lego Minecraft because the scale of those sets annoys me. Lego Minecraft so underrated, building a massive wall, because you can connect all the sets with each other. See, I want to do something like that, but with Lego City. That's kind of where I'm at on all of that, so I'll probably do something along those lines at some point. So, yeah, so we're watching stuff like that. So, B&M actually got back to me, and here's what they said. So, basically, they're saying that, hey, listen, the member of staff that be able to completely sort us like high up management who will be able to fix this problem isn't in until tomorrow. So, tomorrow, they will give me a call to completely fix this issue, and we should be good to go. So that'll be brilliant. Hopefully get all that fixed, because I don't mind losing yesterday's and today's cash as long as I get the rest of the shifts, the other 4 that I'm gonna miss. Let's see, I am 2 days into mine, so yeah, 4, and then there's other 4 days I won't be working. So all of that would actually line up quite nicely. But yeah, I'm curious. Who knows? Maybe this will be the video that's an hour long. This guy does make a long ass content, Duck Bricks, but I do really enjoy watching his content. I only recently discovered him. What I like about that about the Lego YouTube pages? You discover really good Lego YouTubers all the time. Yeah. All that besides, I'm not really doing much else. The weather is it's deceptively nice outside, really deceptively nice looking. Apart from kind of the wet you see, and the wind, because you can see that thing was flapping around a minute ago from over there. It's going to be like one of these torrential storm things are going to happen later on, so yeah, definitely not going to stay like that. So that's pretty much what I've been doing. I'm not really doing much else. I'm deciding which one of the Lego rumours I want to make a video about today on the next channel. I think I'm going to go for the Obi-Wan's Jedi Interceptor, or Jedi Starfighter. That's the one I'm looking forward to most. So yeah, by the way, the time is 20 to 3, so after they got back to me, I'm not annoyed I don't get the final decision today, but I'll just like being fucking fix yourselves. So probably see you guys around 4ish. So just about finished watching that, which we got a minute left, but forget that. I'm bored. I'm gonna pull all of my Lego sets onto the bed. All of them are going on the bed. Because I'm bored and I've had this display for nearly 2 weeks and I'm convinced we can do something with it. Plus it adds content to this. Otherwise vlog is probably going to have nothing really else going for it. So yeah, everything including those shelves over there, every Lego item is coming off its shelf, going on the bed. So everything, not those boxes, but everything else going on this bed. The bed's clear, so let's put the remote in there. So I'm gonna get started, see when all the sets are planked on the bed. Okay, so that video finished. So I had a thought, and I thought I'd update you with that thought. So also, yeah, I'm making progress, just taking things off. So I'll talk while I'm doing this, or I'll do this while I'm talking. And I had a bit of a thought. These shelves are just always use all holes there and there. I'm thinking having episodes 1, 2 because I have to continuously be maybe cool, or episodes 1, probably 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6. So something would have to take up 2. I don't have any episode 2 Lego Star Wars sets yet. See, I'm either going to buy some of the retro ones or buy the ones that are rumoured to come out this summer. But I'm thinking about adjusting it because I'd like to have, it done by movie again, and I'm not guaranteeing this, but possibly add the minifigures. But again, I'm not guaranteeing this. I'll get the pals when I'm not recording them. Talk on doing some of the bigger ones. Yes, I know there's a vlog that was 1 hour and 10 minutes long because I did stuff like this. Trust me, there'll be a lot more cat like. See, I'm not updating every time that will need rebuilding. You can see the dust as well, so it's overdue for that reason as well. Next, but yeah, so it's kind of an idea that I've had is I'm going to adjust the way the shelves are on the shelves. I'm also going to play about with the setup because I want to know by what movie they're from again. Given that some of them never know the size of the new sets and stuff, a lot of the new sets won't even go on this shelf because they're not from the main movies. They're from side TV shows, which will probably get its own place. Take the Santa Claus on hand. I'm not going to do the pals with one hand because I know for a fact that that's not doable. Let's see. Take Starfighter. Anakin Starfighter. Itself. See, Clone Wars, I want to do it kind of like half and half, so half the shelf is Republic, half the shelf is Separatist, just to fill in that gap, since I currently, don't own any episode 2 sets. There's quite a few sets, although it's a movie that Lego commonly neglects to make any sets from. It's like, did a bunch of them in 2002, then never made any sets again until like 2013, did a whole wave of them, then we occasionally get one every few years, but the last Star Wars Episode 2 Attack of the Clones set, for the parts there, put those there and deal with them, was 2017 was the most recent one. No, 2018, which, 4 years ago we could probably do some more of them. On the Clone Wars shelf, I'll probably just display the kind of classic kind of Clone Wars sets. Like the ones from like the first kind of couple of waves, which are the most classic versions of the sets. So yeah, I'm going to do the rest of this off camera, see once it's all pulled there. Usually when I'm doing this, there's no breakages, but the 2015 Final Duel is one of those sets that's so brittle, like, the parts don't snap, it just falls apart so bloody easily. And it does get on my nerves. We're pretty much almost clear, I think there might be. I don't think there's anything on the top, then it's that shelf, and then there, and then, we clear all this off. But yeah, that is very annoying, but it's like, it looks like easily repairable, so it shouldn't be too much of a problem. So yeah, it's gonna do it, but I'll do sections where I cut the camera, and then sections where I do it. I talk while I do it. Like, the collection almost fits on the bed. See, back in early January, I actually toyed with the idea of using the, we're clear up there, using the bed for the collection video. I took that idea back, because things like walkers and, that is like, certain things don't stand up straight on the bed, and the bed would just walk right. Ah, couldn't bloody Hoover. Right, this stuff here, I'm definitely going to have to cut the camera. Alright, so clear that shelf. I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't think I'll remove the stuff from it because there's like not many other places that stuff up there works. Yeah, that's a t-shirt. Dusted a bit. Oh, clear. I had to put the two custom sets up here and cold dried there because if I was to put them on the bed, they would just crumble. That's just because of the design. So just got all of this stuff to pull down and put on here, and we're good. And obviously, we'll still have to fix that, but I'll kind of try and get to that last. Okay, whole collection is on. Obviously, this does not include the things that aren't built, like there's sequel sets that aren't built. There's the Mario things that aren't here. There's the there's quite a few sets, and that set might bloody well join them because it's so annoying. So I've actually went over the shelves kind of quickly and give them a brief cleaning. I'm not going to go nuts, but yeah. So I think the first thing I'm going to do is I want Return of the Jedi on this shelf, but I need to take that maybe down a shelf so that it'll fit. You know, because Jabba's Palace has that tower. So I think that's the first thing I'm going to do. So yeah, I'm going to adjust this shelf. So this shelf here looks kind of weird and compact because I adjust it since I have the space. So you know, actually, all of them, as you can see, my little holes are 100% adjustable. So let's play around with the Return of the Jedi setup. And here it is. This is what I'm talking about. See how close that tower is to hang the top. Maybe in that section would not have worked, but see, I don't know if I want to have it like this with the outside facade, or to have the interior decked out full of minifigures. See, I'm going to figure out where the sets are going to go, so I'll just put it like this for now. Then I'll always got the throne room here, and hopefully there's space for the desert skiff, because I only have like, what, I have 4 in total. Episode 6 sets. That the desert skiff and the Sarlacc set its own set, and the throne room, and there's also some sort of cannon. So where is the cannon? I've lost track of all damn Lego set. Well done me. Just try to find this bloody Death Star cannon right now. Right there. That is it. Okay, so got my palace, the top pit. I don't know what that's gonna be yet. So I think the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna, you know, fix this, and then once it's repaired, as long as I don't have to pull instructions out, it can go up and Return of the Jedi. Pause on the TV there, because you know I've got stuff on the background. Episode 6 shelf is right here. I'm liking this. It's more enclosed, which is kind of cool. Got the, so here's the scene that I've got the Jabba's Palace, got the Summer Pit, got the Final Duel. Now, you might argue the TIE Interceptor should be here. I'm going to argue a bit differently on that one. The reason I'm going to argue that it shouldn't is primarily because it's not going to fit, right? I could take that, I could make room by doing this, which I did find I could maybe do, but I don't like that blocking up the palace, plus the wings, and yeah, I'm sorry, I don't feel like that would work. So, this is my current episode 6 display. I'm really liking the way that looks, very happy with it. So, yeah, again, I'm doing it in a way that's easily convertible, so that next time I want to put minifigures on, I don't have to rip the whole thing apart, so that'll be handy. The one thing we're missing, in fact, there it is over there, is the Death Star cannon, which I swear it's going to need probably repaired again. I'll find the piece when I've got the opportunity to go find the piece, but I've got the Return of the Jedi up here, so I think since we're going down the way, maybe episode 5, see, I want to fit the Slave 1 in here, but I don't know if I can. With the height, let's get the Slave 1 out here. Oh, the side panel, well, it does fit surprisingly well. I might have to come back to this shelf last, because maybe I need to do other adjustments. let's see, episode 1 shelf. I'm debating having a shelf that's kind of like non-cat. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out the bottom shelf. I don't have enough episode 1 stuff to fill up that giant shelf, which would be a shame because I only have 2 episode 1 sets. It's the Naboo planet and the pod racer, which I feel would be better there. So it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right. Because you'd have to move it all up, so I wouldn't be able to get away with that per se. In fact, let me see, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, right? 1, 2, because it only just works. But Clone Wars is what's going to fit in number 2. I don't know, I'm trying to figure this out in my head, it's really annoying me. Because I don't want all the episode 1 stuff to just be able to get to the bottom. But also that's because I don't have a lot of it, so... tough decision there. I don't see myself having to adjust any more shelves. I kind of like the kind of packed looking one for the Empire Strikes Back. So, yeah, I did pull the non-Star Wars sets off, although I'm not sure what the hell I'm doing for, so let me figure that part out. It is 10 minutes past 4, but screw it, we're doing something. I think I'll actually put the episode 5 stuff in there, so yeah, I'll see you once episode 5's done. Okay, so I don't know how I feel about the episode 5 shelf yet. It's a bit, we've got Slave 1, I kind of have an order. I've got, the Battle of Hoth, I've got, Cloud City represented by the carbon freezing chamber, and of course we got the Slave 1. There is some room for minifigures, but just not a whole bunch. But, it kind of works, kind of like how this one kind of works, so, I give it credit for that. Again, I'm still trying to figure out things here and there. I'm also going to try and get some of the bigger stuff off, for instance that Falcon, because it's a Force Awakens set, right, which is a movie that I know a lot of other Star Wars fans really I'm not a big fan of, so that set might actually end up going there. Because usually when it's on here it gets displayed higher up, and maybe I want to put it there, who knows. There's also some of the episode 4 shelf, which things like the Sandcrawler. That X-Wing is technically an episode 5 set, but I think the X-Wing is the only really part of the Empire Strikes Back that I would say the X-Wing is actually a big part of is that, do or do not there is no triangle look left out of the swamp, so I always have used it as an episode 4 display, which will be different because there won't be a TIE Striker in this display anymore, so the TIE Fighter, which means it opens up the room a little bit to play around with. Obviously, I'm trying not to put duplicates of sets on shelves, or, multiple versions, but as for the Snow Speeder, I kind of had to, it wouldn't look right. But I'm not going to put 2 different land speeders, like all the excess sets will go on here, or up there, or whatnot. I'm still trying to figure this out, so I'm going to do the episode 4 shelf, and then we'll come back and we'll try and disperse some of the bigger models into appropriate places. Today's not proven to be my day. Look at this mess. I think it's repairable. Most of it's just the inner panels off. No parts have actually snapped. Let me unclear this space so we can actually have some repair it 1 second. So by the looks of it, see the side panels are all intact. The back is intact. It's all just the top panel that falls off. And there's some pieces of misaligned, but nothing's actually cracked because that brown colour is famous for being quite brittle. So, over time that brown colour parts don't last too well, but I've got a few sets in those, some of the most brittle colours, and they've well lasted, so I suppose I've gotten unlucky, so quick rebuild that. Okay, so apart from a couple panel gaps, which is actually normal on this set, it's one of the reasons I'm not the biggest fan of it. So it was one of those sets that looked cooler in the pictures, and when you got it in hand, it wasn't when I'm watching FBI files. But yeah, I thought I'd show you what happened. That match that set we built, by the way, is 23 minutes past 4. Yes, I know this customer will go in those 25-minute long clips, and this will be a long last vlog, but screw it. So, I'm gonna finish the episode 4 shelf, and maybe episode 3. I don't know, we'll see. So, as you can see, we're getting some of the... We're getting down there in numbers, so obviously I've seen that. Episode 4 without the tie, looking pretty empty if I'm being honest. So Might change it. I really don't know. See, this is one of those ones that might either benefit from being rearranged completely or adding in minifigures, because the TIE Fighter was all of that, and as much as I like the TIE Fighter set, I do want a TIE Fighter, but I also want this, so at some point I will buy another standard TIE. So that is still to be determined on how I actually want to sort all that. Episode 3 will be pretty good the way it is, so no changes need to be made. And of course the idea is episode 1 will go there, Clone Wars will go there. I want this shelf just so it looks different. Let's see how that looks. Right, again, it's like that one. I've never actually played around with the shelves before, so I'm liking it. So yeah, this will be cool. More you can see them more because I've never really. Last time this was adjusted or put in was when the goddamn shelves were built back in like April, May. So I think April. So I'm gonna continue with this. I think what I'll do is I'll put episode 1 in first, and then because that way I can decide which Clone Wars sets up, gives me time to think about it. So once I've done the episode 1, I'm going to put the episode 1 stuff in, then all the stuff that isn't Clone Wars will get organised, all the big sets that need to be put away will get organised, and then we can go from there. Okay, so I've been busy. Also, we've got the episode 1 shelf. So I like the fact that it doesn't go up as tall now, because when that was up, the big space with these like 2 sets didn't work well for me, so also got room to play with Clone Wars. I have organised some non-Clone Wars sets, or sets that I, need to deal with. Because I'm still figuring out what I want to do, because a lot of the new sets that I'm going to be buying are not from the main or not from the main saga, so, like, episodes 1 through 6, so I'll need to figure that one out. I'm also deciding what the hell that top shelf is going to become. Maybe where I put the new sets. Because this organisation isn't too bad the way I think I've got to figure out. It means I have an actual free shelf, who knows. Again, see when I organise my stuff by movie, for some reason there's always a bit, more space available in other areas. So the next thing is I'm not going to put any 501st walkers in the thing, because as iconic as they are, I am not putting them on the shelf. I want to put kind of, the kind of classic kind of 2008 and 9 Clone Wars sets, so let's get rid of all the Walker stuff. So sorted some things, got all the kind of 501st speeder stuff up here for now. All the other stuff that's not going on the Clone Wars shelf, which will be the stuff I'll put in other places right there, and that's kind of my plan. See, eventually there'll be all the Clone Wars stuff will get moved elsewhere once I'd say at least 2 episode 2 sets that are decently sized. This shelf, I want to rethink, but here's the kind of choices for the. Okay, I'm not going to put all of them on, obviously, but kind of the classic kind of Clone Wars seasons 1 and 2 kind of sets. So I'm going to work on those. I've seen it once, it's been about time. So initially I tried a few things, get a bit of everything, Twilight or some Separatist Republic and the Pirate Tank, but not something that's really looking the best. I think I'm going to have to rethink the whole thing. I think the best way to get it to look great, plus I might add minifigures to the other ones, so I'll have to do it to this one, is to remove the Twilight and put it over there. So I'm going to try again with this. Okay, I'm loving this. I'm definitely going to have to add Lego minifigures to some of these now. Especially this I'm going to have to rearrange completely. I'm not liking it, but I'm loving this whole section of Clone Wars. I did want to fit those 2 tanks, but I feel like the proton cannon looked even better in that position. Plus, I could only fit 1 tank in there. I was able to get both proton tanks. I like the thing with the speeders, a couple of us pointing the other way. It's kind of like my homage to the first, mostly the original Clone Wars sets, given there's a couple here, the speeder bikes and the cannon are from 2011, everything else is from, 2009, 2008, 2009, most of it's from 2009. So, yeah, I'll definitely add minifigures, but I won't be doing constant updates when I do that. So I've got that, I've got all of this, all of that. I've got quite a few things that I'll need to find a home somewhere, which, that shelf up there will come in handy for. I'm debating making that shelf my kind of TV show / kind of non-canon, like kind of video game section. like based sets. That's kind of a little idea I got with, but I don't quite know yet. I have debated putting some of my bigger ships up there. Again, these are just ideas I'm toying with. Yes, it's a 20-minute long clip. I am sorry for how long I'm making this goddamn vlog, but you know what? I'm having fun while I do it. It's currently 7 minutes till 5, so I'll probably end this clip around then. So, yeah. So with it being 1 minute till 5, I'm probably will end this clip and probably won't get back to you till the whole thing's done. I'm still debating on that. So Twilight's here, Striker's here. This is my non-Star Wars shelf, which I'm liking. Leaving this, just got all of this to work with, and what's up here? So I can crack that out in about an hour. Just need to figure out where I want things. Which is probably the hardest part. I have a top shelf there to play with that. As well as that, and if I need to, I've got that. I've got 2 shelves there, so there's definitely room to do things. So I need to figure out what I want to do and where I'm putting it. I might want to display 2 copies of the Fableverse set and put the rest in a bag, because they do take up a lot of space. I don't really need all of them on display. I would like to have them all on display, but it's not practical. I think the shelf might be like the extra Clone Wars sets that are on here. Can maybe go up there, so because you also know I didn't get them all on. I've reconfigured this, so I'm confirming that the minifigures will be going throughout this. That will not be on film, I don't think. I don't know, because that would instantly make this over half an hour long. So yeah. What I'm going to do is I'm going to decide if I'm putting walkers in a bag or not, and go from there. But the extra Clone Wars sets will go up here. Okay, so they're all in a bag. I'm keeping 2 copies of the set out. See, it's not that I'm not going to use these sets ever again or whatever. It's more so the fact that they take up that much space. It makes more sense to put them in a bag and come back to them when I do have the appropriate space. Like, see, if I was to get that long shelf up there, I'd bring them back out, but keep 2 copies of the set, so yeah, there's 4 copies of each set in there, and then there's 2, because I own 6 in total. So next is put all the extra Clone Wars sets up there, because I think that'd be a cool thing to do. Okay, so we got the remainder of the Clone Wars sets. Very smart decision to bag up the other copies of those over there. So working out pretty well up here. I'm liking the look of this. This shelf is the hardest one to figure out what the hell I do with. Though the boxes will remain up there because I love those boxes. So yeah, this is what we still have left to work with. Just like some of them can fit in here, like especially Imperial related ones and there's randomized ones will fit in there. But all the ones most of these are from video games and TV shows. So, and I kind of want those ones to have their own shelf at some point. That would be an ideal thing I want to do. So I'm going to split up the ones that like copies of other sets and go from there. So progress, the Han Solo Spirit from the Soul movie looks really nice next to the Millennium Falcon. From the Force Awakens line, I put my kind of original shot, just kind of double stuff up here. No other changes, so we still have all of this up here, plus this stuff. So this stuff's a combination of, special edition items that are like celebration things like the minifigures, stuff that's non-canon, stuff that's from TV shows and video games. Basically none of the Clone Wars stuff, like, because it has its own shelf. So debating, does it go? Sorry that I briefly cut during film, I have to go eat. It's now 5:30, and we're just sitting at the dinner table. Well, I say dinner table, we eat our dinner sitting on the couch and stuff. My brother and sister have a little table, and Toy Story 3 was on, and there was all things about, hey, can I have your room when you move out? It's like, my brother will be in this room, my sister will be in my parents' room, my parents will have the big room. But, see, apparently in 3-4 years, my little sister will be fucking 7. Which, this is the retarded fucking part. A 7-year-old girl should have her own fucking room. No, the way I see it, you shouldn't have your own privacy till you're going through puberty. when when one of them starts fucking puberty, yes. Not when fucking one of them's only 7. Now, maybe I'm wrong, maybe a girl's puberty cycle or fucking shit starts at 7. I don't know, right? For boys, puberty is more like between 10, usually between 10 and 12 that starts for boys. Which my brother will be in that age, so actually kind of makes sense, but I'm trying to come up with a backup plan, and this is why these bags and doing stuff like this is such a good idea. Because much as my brother will be around 9, 10 when we do this, because he turns 6 in less than a week. It doesn't make me feel any better about leaving my Lego collection in a room with someone else. Especially the fact that my brother, see, when I was younger, obviously we have the same mental health condition, autism, or he allegedly has it, although fucking people harp on him having it. He does. He's not confirmed, but I think he has it. There stands a potential that basically he likes to fucking wreck shit, and the last thing I want is him to have a tantrum when I'm not there, and I come home and all my fucking shit's destroyed. So basically, shelving like this will become obsolete to me. I don't want that kind of stuff, yes, but here's kind of my thoughts. I want to store my Lego collection away. If I'm still here, let's say 4 years is the max amount of time I'll have left in this room. 4 years, right? I'll be 23. Now, 23-year-old me would love his own fucking house. Now, the whole idea, right, is before I get a house, me and Corey have been thinking about doing the whole roommate thing. The problem is, though, we need money to do that, and it's like, fuck. Like, see, when you actually see the cost of doing all this, it's like, fuck. Like, it will stress you the hell out when you see the cost of doing it. It's one of those things, so that's just like one of those things I've been thinking about rather deeply lately, because last time I shared a room with a sibling, it was one of my siblings actually, I have any contact with her, if not. Unfortunately, I've not spoken to this sibling in 7 years, but we shared a room, but that was from 2010 through 2013, right, so for 3 years. I am 6 years her senior, so she was 4, and I was 10 when we stopped sharing. As kids, it wouldn't bother me, like, because as a kid, I didn't go display my Lego on shelves, I just fucking left it on the floor, to be honest, right, like most kids. So, like, I understand a 7-year-old might need their privacy, although I'm still firmly fucking against. I would argue that the 23-year-old would need more. I'm sorry. It's a hard no. Which means I think next year, when I turn 20, I want to move out when I turn 20. Will I be able to? I don't know. On an apprenticeship's wages, though. This is why the apprenticeship's important. On the kind of wages you would get from an apprenticeship, would be more likely that I could do that. It would be more feasible to do something like that. Which is why I want an apprenticeship badly. Not a mortgage kind of rent, but, you know, enough that, like, I want to rent a house, but I want to do joint and I'm not paying the full fucking bills. That would be a complete fucking rip-off. And I know someone who's doing it on an apprenticeship's wage, and then their partner's doing it on minimum wage, like $9.50 an hour kind of wages, but I don't know how many hours they work. And they can do it while, you know, insuring a car, insuring the house, and looking after a young child. So, for me, say Cody to do it stupidly cheap as humanly possible. They're having a fucking argument. Anyway, I'm gonna try and sort out all this. The last of the misconceptions will go there. This one will remain free, but until I get some new sets, I'm just going to put this there because I don't want to put it in the cover because I'll crush them. See, they're in there, but they're chunks. And here's kind of what I come up here. So I've got my custom, tie interceptor. I've got the Imperial Pro Droid, and I've got kind of stuff based off the video games at the side, and I've got my one Mandalorian set. And also the 20-foot box, I like it's different. I like how, kind of unique it's looking. So, the next step is minifigures. Since I might take stuff off that stand, who knows? I might have to, because a lot of these sets will go much better with the minifigures, and all of these figures go on here. So, as for the minifigures, I'm not going to update you guys because this is a 30-minute long clip, especially after my whole thing talking about absolute frustration. I'll probably have to share a room with my younger sibling. The only set I have not thought of a place for yet is whatever set is this custom thingy, and one which won't be hanging around much longer. Trust me, that thing is very close to being broken up, but one benefit of not having the TIE Fighter is I have a lot more room to work on my episode 4 display minifigure wise, so I'm going to mess about with minifigures. I'm probably just going to end this clip here and come back to you in a little while. It's 26, so I'll probably see you around 7. Okay, so I have 1 hour and 22 dishes. It's 6:30, and I've been busy. I'm nowhere keeping the 2012 minifigures on the stand because a lot of them are kind of key minifigures, so I'm not done, but I want to show you a progress review which is always quite rare. There's not a lot. I should say about minifigures. It's never the most fun to play, but then you got the whole Clone Wars display. This is my homage to the classic Clone Wars sets from 2009 up till 2011. 2012 was kind of really the last year we got a whole bunch of the sets, but I've not got any of the 2012 Clone Wars sets, so I've even made a lot of homages to scenes those sets are based off of. Yoda and the 3 clones. Well, I'll put 2 here for space. Fighting up all the droids that are sent by Ventress, and that's an actual set. Well, Yoda, 1 clone trooper, and then a bunch of droids. The kind of whole thing with Hondo and Naka and Turk Fossil fighting Obi-Wan Kenobi. All homage to like the 2011 kind of battle packs here. You got Ominar and her speeder, 2 clones there. Commander Grey, Palpatine and Captain Rex got a droid manning that. Got some other regular kind of Clone Wars clones. Got Mace Windu and a pilot. Got Ahsoka and a gunner and a walker. And Anakin and Darth Starfighter. In fact, I got one of my R2 retro R2s. I don't know why I didn't put one in. I don't mind that I'm mixing the minifigures. It would benefit in certain areas. Because whenever I do put them back in, whenever I decide to go back to just sets, I'll put all the minifigures on here. And just have to sort them all out again. So I don't really mind doing that. But the Clone Wars is like my favourite one here. So far we have Revenge of the Sith, which is somewhat populated. Get to focus here. I'm liking Revenge of the Sith only really works in 1 or 2 ways. Episode 4 is vastly different from how it was previously. Slightly recreated that scene over there. No, we'll start here. So we got the escape pod crash landing. We got the minifigures from a complete set. 2012 escape. Got that opening scene from the Tantive 4. Stormtroopers fighting the rebel troopers. Got Luke getting his butt kicked by the Tusken Raiders and Obi-Wan coming up making the noises. He doesn't have a lightsaber in that scene, but the minifigure comes with it, and I'm not taking it off the minifigure. We've got the Jawas trying to tell the droids to look right there. We got the whole bit where he gets stopped in Mos Eisley with the droids. And we've got Obi-Wan's hat back there, but I've not really put anything next to it. I don't know if I will. The X-Wing is currently empty. In fact, I will add an astromech in. I probably should add the Luke Skywalker pilot minifigure, and I just haven't done that yet because he's in this drawer, so this vlog is going to be stupidly long. Like, it'll be over an hour long, but screw it. I'm bored and locked. Technically, my version of lockdown. It's a lightsaber. I don't know what I'll do with it. This is a classic set, and this is one of those I remember playing with the most as a kid. So, I'm really happy when I've got this one on display. That looks cool. There's a compartment for the lightsaber, I'm scared I'll forget that's in there, so his lightsaber will go back there just for peace of mind, because I really don't want to lose it. In fact, there's bound to be somewhere I can clip this onto. Do you want my clip on the back of the X-Wing? No, the lightsaber I'll put there is to be determined what the hell I'll do with that. Then episode 5, which I've just completed, and this one is very fast. Got rebel troopers, got multiple Hans and Lukes and Leias, rebel pilots, see Tauntauns, all the kind of Battle Hoth stuff. We got all the bounty hunters, Han and Carbonite going into the Slave 1. Pretty cool. Got Luke and Vader dueling on the Carbon Fusion Chamber, even though none of them came in that set. It's just like that, because they do that scene in the movie, it just looks ideal to me. And then to represent, even though I don't have an AT-AT, but it's one of those sets I plan on buying in the near future. As you know, what kind of uses his grappling hook to go up the AT-AT. I've kind of got this going on for a chain. When he hangs from it, he throws the ball up and pulls from inside. So I don't know if I'm doing this shelf or the ones over there with minifigures. I have not decided on that. Also, when I still need to Return of the Jedi. I can and can't do it. In fact, what I'll do is I'll take 2 Rebel Troopers off of here just so I can put a couple in these sets. Although there won't really be that many figures up here, if any. Like, I'll put Stormtroopers on, I'll put the 2 pilots in. But that'll be it, really. But I thought a couple of them up in there. Return of the Jedi will be a quick one. In fact, one thing I'm going to do is do it right here. I'm going to separate the palace, right? So that bit stays the same. Watch this. So basically, I've turned the palace around and put the guard tower here because I've seen someone do this. I can still have the guard tower entrance scene with R2 and 3PO at the front because I've got them actually set aside so I can accomplish that. And it also means I can have the whole, Jabba's palace scene as well as the entrance with the 2 droids, which would be quite cool. We do get that gap, that hole there, which is unfortunate, but this is kind of like the ideal look for it, as far as I could find. Plus, I mean, it's the same kind of layout on the box, just one thing flipped around. I do like it. I would like, even though I don't modify my set, it would be cool to modify those Technic pins so they're on this swap the wall side, so it would connect in like that. But I'm not going to it, so I'm going to add the minifigures into the scene, and we'll see if I still want to do this. I don't know. I'll see you when the Return of the Jedi stuff's added. Alright, okay, so my flash could cut off any minute, so I'm going to plug it in. Okay, I'm plugged in, so I can only talk. I actually can't, I can kind of point out, but Return of the Jedi is finished. So, obviously I'm going to do the top shelf. I've actually added 1 minifigure to it. But, I'm trying to debate if the shelf up there and the shelf over there to get the minifigure treatment. I've not quite decided. Because that would, I don't know if that would be too much or if I really would want the main shelf to happen. I'm looking in here. I'm trying to figure if any of these minifigures would work in the Jabba's Palace display, because that I actually have a little bit of room there. I wouldn't mind putting them more kind of thug, kind of criminal like minifigures wouldn't be too bad in there. So I'm just having a look. Not really seen any. I think I've kind of say like Hondo and Tucker there, and whatnot. So it's like there's not that many options. But next to that TIE Striker, I definitely want to get some Imperial stuff going. So listen, I'm going to put the phone down because I don't. If this goes for under 15%, we'll lose the flash, and I'll have to start another couple. I don't want to. So I'm going to see you guys once I've done the top shelf, and I'll just have to show you both shelves. Alright, we are at 19%, which means I can do things without the phone plugged in. So here is my Return of the Jedi ship. So still debating if I like that disjointed. It's a bit disjointed. I mean, I could move that back slightly. There's that gap, but I mean, if you had it the other way, there would still be a gap there. So depends what gap you want. So I've kind of got all the bounty hunters, kind of got that whole scene going on. Also got the Sarlacc pit scene, got a little bit of Endor, just got the palace. You know, I'm liking the way Return of the Jedi looks. It's one of those things that finally has its full shelf thanks to me. I got the palace. Above here, we have a couple Rebel Troopers in the transports. Yes, they're meant to be full, but I wanted those minifigures in this scene as well, because it just made sense. I'm wondering if I'm missing a Rebel Trooper, or if I've misplaced it. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, wait, sorry, I thought that was just 3 there. Right, I miscounted. I'll just swap out that Yoda for the classic Yoda. I'll show you why in a minute. But yeah, I'm liking the way this works. Looking good. And up here, of course, we've got Darth Malgus, his video game character. These are from video games, Expanded Universe. We've got Mando for the TV show, and just I'm liking this. This will change when I get the new palace and some of the new sets. Up here's my homage to another thing to kind of Clone Wars, but we've got some 501st Troopers next to the 501st Walkers. That might not be permanent. It depends how the light comes in. I don't want these getting sun damage, which is why the shelf is here. Mind you, there's not really anywhere else it can go. We got Yoda there, which is the Yoda that was on the original itself. We got Ahsoka versus Maul, a couple of droids with the tanks, which I'm liking the look of the shelving so far. And yes, that's the Fox too. I'm watching Star Wars Fury. I did do this, a little thing for these Solo movies. We got the Solo version of all the differences. There's a little necklace, the other one does not. And I got Han and Kira. I won't put any of the Force Awakens minifigures. It's not a movie I like in particular. So, the only reason I have this Falcon is the only Falcon I can get. And if I get an original trilogy Falcon, I'm going to bag this up. Nothing here, nothing there. Got some turrets, the Twilight and the 20th anniversary minifigures. But you know, we've got this set here. I think I'll put some Imperials next to it, make it look kind of cool. As for that, not decided. That minifigures part of the video I'm doing on Friday, so obviously that stays there. And so, once I'm done that shelf, we're going to be done. It's 1 minute past 7, so 29 minutes until the dishes have to be done. So, we'll be wrapping up pretty soon. I'm going to go over there and see what I'm going to do. We'll start with the Imperials. So, it's 7 minutes past and I'm officially done. I decided against putting the Force Awakens minifigures. I like the set because it's so close to it, like literally like a couple of differences from the OT Falcon that I can kind of pass it, but I couldn't justify bringing the figures out because that movie just got on my nerves, The Force Awakens. Yeah, I did this up here, I got my little bit, I got that kind of guiding the striker, which yeah, I think worked out quite well, looks quite cool. I'm happy with my displays so far. Again, certain parts of it, like, see if there's a bright light shining there, those things are getting moved. Like, Dad came in and handed me aftershave, which I'll put next to the other aftershave I don't really wear that much. Collection of things are going on there. I don't know if I'm going to keep some shelves like that. Again, these ones are fine. It's only just one that I'm not sure about, and yeah, kind of happy with my new shelving going on here. I'll probably keep it this way maybe until the new sets come, because it depends what I end up buying. Like, there's 2 sets I want, and then there's like other ones I don't know what the hell. So, ultimately depends. So, yeah. I'm gonna go because this is getting way too fucking long. But yeah, let's give you a move over. Did not add anything there, but this is fun, but the Clone Wars shelf should probably stay that way. I'm loving that. That stand, I like that carbonate brick of it. And just to let you guys see, I didn't actually, yeah, I'm dragging this on more. What do you expect? I didn't actually use all my minifigures. All the episode 1 figures are crap. Some episode 2 stuff. Quite a bit of Clone Wars stuff never got used. Like a few things around the Sith didn't. Same story here. It's like, no, the Death Star plans should probably be here, so getting used. Death Star plans can go there. There's quite a few things in here I didn't use. Maybe I'll put an Obi-Wan next to Obi-Wan's hat. Yeah. That droid, I don't know where the hell I'll put him. Do you know what? We'll just have him here as another generic droid. Even though he's from the opening scene from Dan before, he can expect another generic droid the Jawas are selling. Just a few in there. Quite a few in here that didn't get the cut. I do actually, now that I think about it, I want to use this classic Han Solo somewhere. So, you know what? I need to find a place to put this Han Solo because he's actually. I like the classic Han Solo. That might. I don't want to change how many figures are on that particular set, so. I want on the display, so screw it. He's up there and I have no clue why. A lot of this didn't get used, you know. I don't want to display an extra Jabba the Hutt. I don't think. wouldn't make sense. Some of the non-canon stuff. In fact, this one would go. In fact, these two, actually, yes, change my mind on those two. Those work because those two are non-canon things. Plus, one's from an actual Lego short from like 2011. The what was it? The Padawan Menace. Yeah, the Han Solo top box, take it down and move. But yeah, nothing else in the store. And of course, the entirety of the sequels can fuck it off. But yeah, today's been busy. This has been a long vlog. I will not see you again until like 10 at night. Purely because I feel like I'm going a bit too nuts. That is a place to go. I will find a place to want. I'll stand up this bag and literally won't get enough room. 1 second. Yes. Again, I'm only keeping this until I buy the official set in June. So, and who knows, I might even break it up before then, so yeah, who knows. But yeah, it's my entire collection officially sorted out. It's late, it's actually 7:12, so I'm gonna go see you around at 9:30, 10. Ah yes, hello, I'm back to continuously irritate my viewers. It's 20 minutes past 9 and I've just been chilling out on the internet looking at Lego again, right? Because cheap stuff like, retro polybags and stuff like that. Because I've said to myself, hey, listen, if you get basically just to reward myself, plus to keep myself entertained, buy myself something to build, to review as well, because I need some more content on YouTube and I feel like I've slightly ran out. Need a bit of chocolate here. Because I've absolutely run out of things to make videos about, so that'll be handy. Not to mention, it'd be quite cool if I add something to the collection. Speaking of which, I've been looking more into that idea I had and how to actually implement it. So if you think back, most of this vlog seems to be body Lego related, but screw it, that's my main interest. If you don't like it, don't fucking watch. I don't mean that in a rude way. Get a sip of my tea here. I like a good cup of tea. Basically, sorry, I just haven't eaten the rest of that chocolate there. I couldn't help myself, but I didn't want to do it on film. So, under this bed right now is a complete mess just now. There's a crap ton of space. And I was thinking, it was all well and true. My idea basically was continue to buy Lego sets from other themes that I like, right? That's fair enough. But it's all about space, and the main theme that wins over here every goddamn time, of course, is Lego Star Wars. Now, my idea is that there's also retro sets I want. Now, say if I see a set, right? I don't know. For instance, say I bought the 2012 DC Superheroes Batcave. Now, say I bought that. Now, my budget for basically, I'll spend quite a lot of money on Star Wars sets, stupid amounts of money, like the £200 Jabba's Palace. But if the set is not from Star Wars, the most I'll spend is £100. Now, say I buy that. Now, say I can only get the set opened in that price range. For instance, I'll give an example. See that 2012 DC Superheroes Batcave? You can only buy it opened in that price range. For instance, since it's opened, I would build it, review it, maybe display or maybe break it down and put it into the resaleable bag. But say I bought, for instance, try to think of a good example to use. Say I bought the say I bought the, I'm only going to do this with retired sets, by the way. Say I bought any random Lego City set. For instance, say I bought any random Lego City bank, right? And I could get it sealed in that price range. I would then store it under the bed and keep it sealed. But if I can only buy my desired sets opened in that price range, I would keep them built. And I'm going to go because this is a set that's being reviewed, which I need to watch. And right, by the way, before we begin, right now it's actually a controversial set for me. I'm trying to see, can this review convince me if I'm buying it or not. Because I have the wonderful 2012 version. Beautiful set. But it's like, I don't mind having maybe two different versions of the X-Wing, or not like I have two snow speeders, or, something like that. But I don't want two Java Palace style sets. Like it has to be really good to buy, because keep in mind you can fold that one up apparently, so maybe I'll put it up there, I don't know. But this guy tends to share similar reviews on Lego sets, so I'm going to watch similar reviews to mine. So I'm debating when I go to the Lego store on the 12th of March if I'm going to buy that or not. This review will probably decide that for me, so I'm going to go watch. It's 27 minutes past 9, so yeah, I have cut the camera multiple times, you guys know that. Probably see you after this review to give my opinions if I'll buy it or not. And to add insult to injury, I'm continuing this. Check my door shut. So it's 11:30. Yeah, been a while since I last saw you. I was meant to watch a 17-minute review. So I'm turning the light on, by the way, because I'm going to show you some things. You have this update, the next one, which might be the last. I do not know yet. Anyway, so the new Boba's Palace, or as the actual set is called, Boba's Throne Room. So I'm just gonna get a drink here. Bit of a sore throat, anyway. See, it looked okay on the box pictures, but see up close and high quality footage. Here's basically the best way to describe the set. They made this set basically up close. This bottom half of the tower was made too fat. Basically, they cut out the middle bit of the tower, put that bit down there. Made this bit wider, flattened the roof, and then added an extra side part here, which is probably the size of this. Yeah. We'll just fix that. That's basically what they've done. And the way I see it is the pieces have added a few extra bits here, and the parts of the same amount of pieces that have been cut from there, and the roof. They made an extra sideboard, but it looks like it's been taken right out the back of the cantina. It's a shame, I really wanted to love the set, and I did, but after watching an actual up-close review on it, sadly the opinion's changing. I really want the minifigures, and because basically all the minifigures in that set, apart from Bib Fortuna, Boba Fett, and Fennec Chan, the other ones, really nice in this palace, because those characters you do see in the Jabba's palace in Return of the Jedi, so they would work just fine there. I'm going to turn the light off now. But no, it's a shame, because I really did want to enjoy and love the set, but at this rate, and I think the feature that kind of killed it is, see that set, I've shown it dozens of times, probably way too many times on the channel, but front or back, this thing can be displayed either way. And it's very modular, because you can remove that part like I did earlier. The roof comes off and stuff. this other set, I thought it could all fold into one kind of cube and you could do stuff out that way. No, you have two crap choices. You display it on the throne room outside, which looks kind of okay interior wise, or you display it with the mess around the outside, which looks like a mess. Personally, I'm thinking minifigures will be the way to go. The only minifigures in the set I want are the Gamorrean Guard, Rizal Stance, I think her name is, and the Quarren, and the Gamorrean Guard. Those are the all, and the weak weight that's in the set, those are the only ones, probably the bit Fortuna, that I would want. The Boba Fett, he's in his own starship, so if I bought the starship, I would get it. It's a cheaper set. And what was I going to say? Oh yeah, and the Fennec Shan hairpiece. Everyone seems to dislike it. I kind of like it, but I'd rather have Fennec Shan with the helmet. And again, it's a minifigure that's in another set. So, the way I see it, I'll have a look at the minifigure prices, but I'm going to go to the store on the, Saturday the 12th of March, and I'm sorry, but I feel this has been ruined for me. It was one of those ones that, sure, they couldn't do the roof very well because of all the controversy last time they done it. So I get why the tower and the roof aren't there, because obviously the controversy, and they've had to shorten the tower and make the roof flat. Now yes, there is clips on top of the roof, and everyone's like, oh, you'll be able to, clip on an attachment that's the back to tank, and it'll have black chrysanthemum. Here's the thing though, you'd have to put a roof on that back to tank, unless you're going to make it flat, which would make it look even worse. Also, you'd have to make it curved. It's not going to look great. Not to mention, those clips could be meaningless. For instance, take up the ones here, I'll give you an example of how clips don't mean there's expansion. So this set from January 2020, people thought would be clip into something, right? Got a clip here, got a clip here, and two underneath clips, which everyone thought, hey, there'll be something you could actually clip this into. And people also were saying, hey, that's probably why they've left this set open, right? Wrong. Nothing ever came in. And the only thing you could really put this next to from the 2020 line was the Master Builder Series Mos Eisley Cantina, which is not accurate at all. We don't see, Obi-Wan's hut is not in that scene, and there's no connector pins for it either. So the closest thing we probably got to what would you consider an expansion. So what it's looking like, I'll buy the minifigures and probably put them on the set, because that's probably what I'm going to do, because I don't mind adding minifigures that didn't come with the set. Look, I've added quite a few of the Jawas scene. So yeah, that's my hot take on the Boba's Palace. Again, maybe when I'm actually in the store, we'll probably have displays of it. Maybe I might change my mind then, but it's very doubtful. Listen, I think I've already made this vlog past the point and no goddamn return, so yeah, it's getting on there, but I think the next couple will be the last. It's 38 minutes past. I'm gonna go chill. I'll see you guys at like 2 minutes to midnight, probably to end this long ass sucker. So forget a couple minutes till midnight, try 10 minutes past. So on the second episode of a series I'm starting to watch, this person called Wobrix. They don't get all that many views. Well, they get relatively around the same amount most of my Lego videos get. I've actually been watching the most recent series because you can tell it's uploaded. And it's had like over 70 episodes or something. And I'm just right, yeah. There's most recent episode 78, so you see that there. Very inspirational series, because I have done 2 mock building series in the last 4 years, one in 2018 and one in 2020. And I've had people ask me, hey, 2 years to the last 2, are you doing one this year? I doubt it. It's not feasible. I don't have the space to do anything more than 2 two base plates, which some people might say you've got room to work with. The answer is not really. Anyway, let's sit down and do the whole thing here that we usually need to fix a minifigure. Great, I was able to do it without knocking them all over. Right, I need to deal with that at some point. I just need to move that there. I do apologise to those of you who don't share my interest in Lego. Yes, I know this vlog was mostly that related. I do apologise. Alright, so let's get rid of that. "21 days left. I have 3 weeks to go on the no Lego buying challenge. So yeah, I've got that sorted. So we have to look online as well at alternatives, because I think I've got to say 100% that one, I don't want 2 palaces, 2, this is clearly the superior set. Not just because it's older, it just looks more like the palace, so I'm going to keep that one going. I'm also improving this Clone Wars style shelf. Love that 100%. So I'm going to go back into watching this series because I've had the idea that even if I don't build a giant mock and make a series, there's a type of Lego base plate that fits exactly into these shelves, and I think I could get 3 of them. And I would make one shelf that features a scene or multiple scenes, kind of like that. For instance, I like their Tatooine stuff, so maybe I turn this entire shelf into a Tatooine shelf. But I actually just, instead of having just a whole bunch of sets come together, it's actually scenes made out of Lego bricks, which would be cool. But anyway, I'll pick these things up, left them there all day like an idiot. So I don't want to sleep in, so Alexa, set an alarm for 9:30 a.m.
Alarm set for 9:30 a.m.
Alexa, set an alarm for 9:31 a.m.
Second alarm set for 9:31 a.m.
Alexa, set an alarm for 9:32 a.m.
Third alarm set for 9:32 a.m.
Perfect. See, I like this one idea I've always had. I want to build one of the full levels from Lego Star Wars: The Complete Saga. I've always wanted to do that since I was a kid, but some of those things, the ships or minifigures don't exist, or I'm gonna have to pay through the fucking nose. So yeah. Anyway, I love what we got done today. No, I do like what we did. So yeah. I mean, I do apologise. I mean, sometimes these, you're probably thinking, hey, she just put this on the Lego channel. True, but I like doing stuff like that here as well, so that should be one of my longest vlogs today, and which is, I promise there won't be one like this for at least a week or so. The longest one we've done is 1 hour and 10 minutes, but this probably eclipses that, so yeah. Anyway, like I was saying, I was on eBay looking at alternatives to other sets. There's a couple I want to get in the Lego store, but since I'm probably not going to buy that new palace, I'm not going to be spending nearly as much money, so I'm most likely going to turn to eBay for most of what I'm after, so yeah. Who knows, maybe I'll actually set the vlog camera up here, I'll be sitting here, and you can watch me buy things off fucking eBay and decide. Anyway guys, I'll see you in tomorrow's vlog, hopefully around 10, half 10ish. I want to start before 11. I want to do that. Anyway, this thing's going to take probably forever to merge. I need to plug my phone in, because I tried to model it. I need the full battery, or I need to leave it plugged in order for the whole thing to merge. But if you do it below a certain percent, it will drain the battery. It'll just take longer to drain it and it won't merge. Anyway, see you guys in tomorrow's vlog, and hopefully tomorrow we resolve the pay issue, and if we do, I might just break my challenge and reward myself for absolutely nothing. Peace out.